out on the water riding, the experience, how the wing delivers power, you know, what kind of power it has, what it's best suited for, you know, how the stability is, how intuitive is the wing. I think that's really what makes a phenomenal wing and makes one stand out from another, because there are so many in the industry now. It can be hard to pick. So the Strike V1, you know, really made a name for itself by having that lift. It really wanted to lift you off your feet, drag you downwind, create that momentum immediately. It's just kind of grunty, we would call it in kiteboarding, where you pull in and it just gives you power. On the flip side of things, there are wings that create more forward momentum and build, you know, power and speed off apparent wind. And the Strike V1 really wasn't that. You know, it didn't create a lot of forward speed. You had to kind of create that forward speed from the pull it created downwind, if that makes sense, or the lift that it gave you. So I would say the benefit of the Strike V1 was that it got you up and going really easily. It was great for jumps, really brings you high and sets you down soft. But on the downside, you know, maybe it wasn't quite as quick and didn't have the same range as other wings that we sell. I would say they've definitely remedied some of that with the Strike V2. It still has that legendary lift and grunt that everybody loves, but you've definitely picked up a more efficient profile in the wing design. So it pulls forward more, creates more momentum and speed, more momentum means even more power. It means even bigger jumps. And it just means a more fun riding experience in the ability, of course, to ride smaller gear, like a faster foil or a smaller, you know, less cumbersome board. So the Strike V2, really near the top of the list for wings that can help you out in that regard. And it's a great wing for beginners because of that as well. If you can get lift and lift you off your board as easily as possible without a lot of board speed and technique, it's just gonna make your life so much easier when you get out there and learn to ride, because you can just get up and ride. You're not gonna be struggling pumping and having the wrong technique and trying to build board speed through chop and waves. This thing just lifts you up and goes. So much so, a lot of more experienced riders actually choose smaller sizes. So while I would say it doesn't necessarily get you out any lighter wind, it will allow you to size down your wings a little faster or ride smaller gear when you would ordinarily opt for a bigger board or a bigger foil. So the Strike can definitely help you out in that regard. And what I would suggest is riding a similar size, but you're gonna have more up and go power for those days. All right, so that is kind of the basics of it. The nitty gritty, the small details. The surf in this wing is still excellent. It's super lightweight, but as you can tell while I was looking at all the details, it's really built uncompromisingly. So it's sturdy, it's long lasting, it's quality stuff, but you know, they've just cut out stuff in the right spots to really maximize the performance and lightweight of this wing. And man, does it show on the water. For a Dacron wing, this thing feels just so feather light. And because it's so light, it's intuitive. It's just so easy to move around, to pump, you know, transition, to move your hands. It's just featherweight. It carries its weight so well, and it's so stable. And part of that's because it's so lightweight, but the other end of it is it's just so well designed and balanced that it's always where you want it to be. It's not falling in front of you. It's not rolling, you know, trying to twist and flopping over. It's just always there. It's so easy to ride. Such a fun, surfy wing, but also has that performance in the jumps and in light wind ability and in smaller gear ability. It's just such a popular wing. Everybody should try a Strike at some point in their life. And if you love the V1, wait till you get on the V2. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna love it. So alert the powers that be, consult your financial advisor, because these things are going to be a huge hit and everybody's gonna wanna upgrade their quiver. So yeah, this is the Strike V2. If you guys have any questions at all, reach out to us at the shop. Put a comment in the comment section below. As always, we'll do our best to get back to you real quick. We've got quite a few of these booked this year, but they are a hot commodity and they tend to arrive a little slower than we like. So definitely get one while you can. get on a wait list if you need to, and we'll get it out to you as soon as we get the proper size that you've requested, of course, and yeah, get it rolling. So this has been Tucker with MACkiteboarding.com, and we'll see you next time.